Great Lucas Oil Stadium fans, Indianapolis Colts, new coach, new quarterback. I'm very high on AR 15. It was, now it's AR 5, but I think he's going to turn out to be the best quarterback out this draft. Let me just say that CJ Stroud, he comes from Ohio State. Ohio State, they have guys, that's really not too good. I mean, the best one so far is probably Justin Fields, and that's not really saying too much. I mean, just go down the lineage of all the quarterbacks that came from there. They turned out to be the receivers like Braxton Miller or Terrell Pryor, Troy Smith, just a lot. So, Bryce Young, if he can hold his height, not to get batted balls and stuff, he'll be all right. But I do think AR is going to go down as the best. I mean, you can't teach intangibles, big, small. I mean, big, tall, fast, strong, all that, throw power. You can critique things to make the accuracy better, footwork, all that. That's small things that quarterback gurus can fix. And I think Shane Steichen is going to work with him real good, just like he did Jalen Hurts last year. He made the MVP jump and got the contract. If he implement his system, I do think it's going to take time. They say he was a little raw coming out. So I'm not going to say this is the greatest schedule, but I mean, I feel like it's tough because they do have to play, the AFC North, which all four teams is great. I know they get Jonathan Taylor back. Jeff Saturday, it looked like he was a coach, but he didn't know what he was doing with the offensive line last year. So maybe they fixed that, the tackle problem, protection-wise. And all that being said, this is the Indianapolis Colts season preview 2023. And starting in week 1 versus Jags at this house. If Gardner Minshew start like a revenge game, I do have the Colts winning. But if Anthony Richardson start, I don't think they're going to beat them unless they play the greatest defense. And they are starting probably rookie corners because Isaiah Rodgers is out. They traded Stephon Gilmore. So it's probably going to be like Darius Rush and the other dude, Julius Brents. So I got them losing that one. Week 2 at Texans, I think the Texans home opener. I do think the Texans going to be fired up. That place going to be fired up. I cannot see the Colts winning that one. I'm sorry. Week 3 at Ravens. I mean, early, they got the Ravens with Lamar and everybody going to be healthy. So I think the Ravens beat them at their house. John Harbaugh doesn't lose to rookies often. And then week 4, for some reason, I think versus the Rams, I think the Rams lose this one and the Colts win. Their defense is a little raw, so probably a few mistakes by their defense. And then week 5, Titans, I do have the Titans beating them at their house. And then week 6, man, I know it's a lot of losses, but they do lose to the Jags. And then week 7, man, versus the Browns, I do have them losing that one. Week 8, I do have them losing versus the Saints. Week 9 at Panthers, for some reason, AR shows glimpses of Cam Newton, and the Panthers wish they should have took him, and they beat them. That's a win. And then week 10 at Patriots, Bill Belichick, he doesn't lose to young quarterbacks, so that's a loss. And then they have the week 11 bye. And then coming out the bye, I do have them beating the Bucks. For some reason, I just have them game plan better, beating the Bucks. And then week 13, at Titans, I do have them losing. Derrick Henry runs all over them. Week 14, I do have them losing to the Bengals at the Jungle versus rookie quarterback. They defense coordinator going to scheme up some great things. Week 15, I could see them beating the Steelers, but I got to get the Steelers right now. Mike Tomlin, late in the year, he be pulling stuff together. So I do have them losing that. Week 16 at Falcons. Like I said, Desmond Ridder don't lose home games. So I think they lose that one on the road in the Dome. Week 17 versus Raiders. I could see them winning this one, but I have them losing. Maybe Jimmy Garoppolo's back. If it's any other quarterback, then I would say they win. And then week 18 versus the Texans, I do have them losing. So I'm sorry to say, but they have a 3-14 season, but it gets ugly before it gets pretty, like a caterpillar into a butterfly. Maybe they viable and they get Marvin Harrison Jr., like Jerry Porter Jr. and his dad played for the Steelers. Marvin Harrison Sr. and Jr. play for the Colts, and they get like a top 5 pick. And I think next year, the whole 180, but this season. It wasn't that greatest. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but continue to keep hope alive.